Hey there, ladies. I'm gonna take you around to my home a little bit because this message requires that I do that. It even requires for you to hear the tea kettle boiling. Do you see that? It's not a tea kettle, but the electric tea maker there. The XO in the corner is relevant. The poster board back here is relevant to this message, as is everything that's going on at the table. We have a card for Deborah, who's walking into this home, this business space, this loving space. We're going to have lunch, and we're spending 6 hours here together, going through her business, going through her brand, making decisions. I'm going to come back and sit. There's some waters for us. So here's the message that I really felt important. She actually just called and said that she was going to be a couple of minutes late. So guess what? I have a couple of minutes to chat with you. If you're on, by the way, let me know that you're here, because I always love to say hi to whomever is here, and really make this more of a conversation versus it being sort of a linear sort of thing. So here's the message. 6.5 years ago, so I've been in business 16 years this month, and 6.5 years ago I started online, meaning I created the sort of the virtual arm, or you could call it the online business arm of my business. Excuse me. And it was so exciting back then, and let me know if you felt this way as well. It was so exciting back then because I had lived overseas. I had lived in Amsterdam, I had lived in Mexico, I had lived in multiple cities in the US. And I knew, I knew, and obviously it had been true for me. I had been in the practice of an international business, or in other words, a virtual business in many ways. I moved to Amsterdam in 2002, I believe, or 2002. Which was really early on. Again, Facebook wasn't really a big thing back then. Virtual business wasn't a big thing. Online business marketing wasn't a big thing. Yet I had the experience of having a virtual business. So I knew the power of having that, meaning I knew the power, and I knew how amazing I felt inside to know that even though I was living in Holland, that I could still support my clients back home. And then once I got back home, or even, once I kind of got closer to the United States by living in Mexico for a couple of years, it still was really exciting to me. I felt so good inside knowing that I could still support my business clients, where I could still support my clients no matter where I was. So 6.5 years ago, when I really decided to take this offline business and make it an online business, or I should say, really sort of make it officially official that I was doing business virtually, and that I could work with anyone in the world, and that we didn't need to meet each other, face to face, right, in order to get the work done. And so, cut to, well, now 6.5 years later, and I still, feel wonderful, feel so good to know that I can help, women from all over the world, and I have helped women, from all over the world with their businesses, with their brands, with their lives, etc. And it's come to a point, and I know that so many of us, again, let me know in the comments if you feel the same way. There's so many of us who want to feel high touch again, meaning we want to feel the connection and everything that comes with connection, the happiness, the joy, the excitement that comes with sort of coming back to the way that we used to do business, sort of in the offline time, the offline world, the time in our businesses when we were just offline. Again, when I was hosting people in my little beach cottage when we lived in Hermosa Beach in 2001. And today, the reason that I shared the kettle, the tea kettle being on, and the XO light being on, and the lunch place setting set, is that even though I've been doing these days with clients for a while now, I have been doing them throughout this sort of, throughout this 6.5 year period, I am so clear and I know you guys might feel the same way, I'm so clear that in order for us to be high on our businesses, meaning in order for us to not only make, bring in the create the impact and to grow the businesses to the size that we want, that we need this level of going back to high touch, again, going back to the way that we used to do business. But I'm also very clear that, again, it really is the thing that makes us feel better. It's one thing being behind the computer and, again, servicing someone in London or in Paris or in Amsterdam, and that's wonderful, doing Skype sessions and, again, being able to see each other face to face, and that is one level, that is absolutely one level of being or going back to being more high touch in this sort of virtual online era, that we're all living in, regardless of if we have a business or not. I've also recently made a sort of a recommitment to, sort of getting off text so much, or basically doing so many emails or so many texts, and calling friends, sending letters, printing photos, sending those photos. And so in your business, if you're feeling this way as well, if you are feeling not only the, of course, the gratitude for being able to have a business that can support someone that is not local, and again, I'm so grateful that I can still do that, or that I continue to do that. Know that there are always ways to infuse this particular life, this particular lifeblood, this particular energy, this particular form or unique type of connection, and really humanity, if we can call it that, into your business, even though it's a virtual business. And so, for example, I have my client Deborah. She's actually a sort of a long-standing client. We haven't worked together for about 2 years now. She's coming back to my home, and we are working for 6 hours on her business and her brand. Now, she is local, semi-local, about an hour or so. But again, the message here today, the message I really want to impart is that, we don't have to do things the way that everyone else does them, meaning just because online business and online marketing and virtual this and virtual that and email this and text, I got a text the other day from an online marketer, and I let them know to take me off of their list. But there's just all of these ways to sort of do the virtual business thing, and know that you don't have to follow that if it doesn't feel right to you. What feels right to you and what likely feels right to your clients is, again, this level of connection, this level of high touch, this level of remembering that really what we all need more than anything, especially right now in this day and age, in the way that our society, our community, politically, environmentally, we can go on and on and on. All of us are really craving human connection. We are craving realness. We are craving, opening up a letter that has photos in it. We are craving sitting down, in front of someone who is supporting us and, talking through our business. So if you are feeling any of those feelings, if you are feeling that you have to do something a certain way in your business to make it a successful virtual or online business, it's not true. Of course there are some strategies and there are things that are important and that do work. And again, sort of booming, sort of making that part of your business, that online arm, be bigger and be more successful, of course. And know that, and I'm definitely going to be coming out with more and more information on this, and potentially a program soon that really helps you create virtual programs that feel connected, that feel high touch, that feel like you are right there in someone's living room. We all need to feel, that emotion, really, that emotion, that feeling, that sense that we are all connected, that we are going to get through this. It's that feeling, truly. It's this feeling of we are going to get through this. And really, when you think about, again, I'm all about authentic branding. My tagline is make happiness your business by creating your authentic brand. To me, authenticity and creating anything authentic is valuing that connection is valuing that connection and really understanding that, you know, you are going to do things uniquely. You know, you do not need to, and it is not imperative for you to be successful or to, let's say, bring in the revenue that you want. It is not imperative for you to follow things that don't feel good, you know, to follow sort of an online method, a virtual method, a hands sort of keeping someone at a hands, you know, sort of arm's distance. You know, you needn't do that. If anything, what you need to do is sort of tune back into your heart, tune back into soul, and know that what they want is exactly what is going to make your business grow. Exactly, you know, it's the very thing that's going to really allow the sort of next boom, this next evolution, this next level to be introduced or for you to step into in your business. You know, currently I'm writing a series about success, and essentially the series, you'll see it on this page. I'm posting it every other day or every day. And essentially the series is all about tuning back into our soul, or in other words, really, you know, if we're heart-centered, purposeful, you know, purpose-filled and purpose-centered entrepreneurs, it's really, really important that we tune back in, that we sort of drown, you know, whatever we need to do to drown out the noise and really get back into our hearts, get back into our soul, and really ask the deepest parts of us, what is it that makes you feel happy? What is it that you actually know is going to grow this business? And what that has always, you know, the answer that has always come to me, and the reason I keep doing these VIP days and I keep making sure that every virtual program feels really, really high touch, that it feels like, again, I'm right there with you, you know, that nobody gets lost, that no one's sort of left behind. Is, you know, that's the important thing. And so yes, I keep doing these VIP days because the answer that always comes when I'm tuning into that part of me, again, that heart-centered, you know, that soul truth, the thing that keeps coming to me over and over and over again is making sure that in this virtual online world that we live in, again, that we're very grateful for and that we all continue to use, to make sure that we are also doing as much work to make sure that our clients, our tribe, our families, you know, that we're all really still feeling connected, that we're still really feeling connected. And so today, you know, as I launch forth in this VIP day, I'm so happy to do that. I'm so happy to, you know, go back to and really sort of just express that that soul truth, you know, and again, it's really, especially in this day and age, and also in this time in the online industry where so many, and I hear it from clients, you know, I have felt it, I've heard it from peers, you know, from colleagues, where we all feel that we need to come back to more connection. We need to come back to doing things the way that they used to work before, and finding sort of our unique expression, finding our own unique way of making our virtual businesses not feel virtual, you know, to feel like anything but. And so if this is, you know, if this is a message about one thing, it's about connection. If it's a message about two things, it's about, you know, making sure that no matter what we're hearing that works or that is working for someone on the left side of us or the right side of us, knowing that what's really true is in the center. You know, what's really true is us tuning into what we know we need to keep infusing into our businesses, so that we, first and foremost, as the, you know, the title of this live stream, so that we feel good, so that we feel on a high in our businesses. If you and I aren't feeling, you know, enthused, if you and I aren't feeling passionate about the way that we are doing business, A, it is time to change things up. B, it means that we're not going to be as highly engaged in that business. And if we are not as highly engaged, meaning if we are not bringing a particular, you know, a particular kind of energy, and again, that engagement, that unique type of engagement to our businesses, it's going to be very, very rare, or very, very much more difficult for clients or our tribe or those reading, what we have to say or watching, videos that we're producing. It's going to be very difficult for them to feel engaged. And so check out the series that I've been writing. Again, it's really all about everything I've been talking about, coming back to, well, what is it that our soul needs? Because you and I created these businesses that we do want to feel more like movements, because they are. This, it isn't just about bringing revenue. It isn't just about, yes, that is one important, part of business, of course, and always. We will always make time to be strategic, to be honest, to be, focused around that piece. And first and foremost, as entrepreneurs, as creative women, as passionate women, and as devoted women to our purpose and to that passion and to that creativity, it's most important to remember that it is about being purposeful first. It is about us really feeling aligned with our message. It's us really feeling aligned with the way that we're doing business, with how we are, making people feel welcome into our, not just our true living space, as I am about to welcome Deborah. She's literally going to walk up here any second now. But how we are doing that as well, how we are making our virtual spaces warm, how we are making our virtual spaces feel like our living room spaces. The more that we can do that, that is what's going to bring us joy. That is what's going to bring us energy. And truth be told, that is what's going to bring more people into the fold. That is going to attract more of your sort of ideal soul clients. That is going to grow revenue. So always starting from, and again, I'm a huge on strategy. Back in the advertising days, that was what we were all about. And I'm also big on feeling. We have to keep both in mind. We have to keep remembering that it is as important for us to feel enthused, to feel happy, to feel, excited, as it is for, that revenue to be coming in. And again, it really all starts there. If you're connected to your soul, if you're connected to the truth of how you want to run your business, your clients and more and more and more of them will be connected as well. So here's to that. Here's to connection. Here's to making even the most virtual, even the longest distant client that you have, making that relationship and making that experience feel so high touch, so warm, so something, again, that we all need in this day and age, not just because it's virtual, but because there's so much going on. I think there's so many of us, regardless of what we believe or what side we're on, we are feeling disconnected. And it's that very disconnection that's saying, hey, pay attention to me, listen to this and bring in, really learn from those lessons and bring those lessons, bring that wisdom into your business and create something truly unique in your business. And again, it's possible. It's absolutely possible in the virtual world. I've seen it. I've created and still creating, virtual programs that feel really homey, that feel really amazing. Again, we're doing great work on the business. We're doing awesome work on our brand expression. And we're also feeling connected. It does not feel virtual. It does not feel distant. None of us want distant right now. We want to feel connected. We want to feel like we are sitting, in someone's living room and we are doing work of the heart. We are, really listening to our soul's work and doing our soul's work and then putting it out into the world. The more that we can really tune in, the better, the more refined, the more exciting, the more passionate that then our expression becomes. Again, as you guys all know, I do a lot of branding work with my clients, so expression is really important. When we are connected to our soul's truth, when we are connected to, when we sort of let soul sort of guide the way, the success that we're going to be creating is that much more enlightened. And again, it will just only but help us grow these businesses that we want, that we've always wanted. And again, it's this success again that I've been writing about and will continue to write about, sort of basking under this our soul's light is oh gosh, I just forgot what I was going to say. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on. I think my client's here, so I just got distracted. But you know, the soul's, that soul's path, that is what is going to continue to give us the expression. Here it is, I got it. You know, when I think about brand expression and expression overall, it is us feeling amazing about our businesses and us really connecting to that soul's truth that is going to allow us to express in a way that is going to, again, engage our community. So there are so many reasons, you know, why this is important to come back to. You know, connection because the world needs it. You know, really expressing in a way that is powerful, expressing in a way that is passionate, expressing in a way that, again, is going to really sort of enlighten other people's spirits. So with that, ladies, I leave you with hopefully some more joy in your life. I am going to now switch over to my VIP day with Deborah. I think she just parked outside. And I wish you the very, very best of soulful, connected days. As always, enjoy your business, enjoy your life, and don't forget to make happiness your business by creating your authentic brand. Bye-bye.